guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and welcome again to another reaction. Now, if you're a fan of Tsume Art, then definitely this week is a good week for you. And also, if you are a fan of Dragon Ball Z, because Tsume Art, this company that most of the time we confuse as a French company, they're actually based in Luxembourg, but the proximity to France has always, allowed for that confusion. But this company does terrific work. I love what they do. If you're really into anime, into manga, I don't think that there are many companies that can compete at the same level at Tsume Art. So today we're going to talk about this new pieces, this new diorama based on Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna talk about it. These are 1/6 scale pieces. They form a diorama that looks amazing. So we're gonna look at it today. So we're gonna start first with this one with Vegeta. We're gonna skip the information here, but the price is 849 euros. So it's around, so you're looking at around pretty much 900 and such in US dollars. And of course, it's available in the US, already checked, so you can purchase directly from them. And of course, you have to pay the shipping, which add up. So you know Vegeta if you're familiar with Dragon Ball Z. Now, the artists involved here, the director, you got Cyril Marchiol, one of the owners, Cyril Ferrugia, Jungo. Pretty much this the 2D concept is Jungo, the 3D concept Olivier Sam. So they have a combination between 2D and 3D, which is nice. The technical engineering, you got Patrick Tran, Lauren Ruzel, preparators, Christophe Esperto, Maxime Rudeau, painter, you got Michael Gross, Eric Jolival, Odd Pastor, Maxime Rudeau, and Lauren Ruzel. So forgive my French, it's not good at all. And the dimensions on the height, we have 66 centimeters. The width is 37 centimeters and the depth is 45 centimeters. The materials, as usual with all the pieces produced by this company, polyresin, PVC, magnets, and LED lights. Now with this, again, it's a 1/6 scale. The total run of this is going to be 3,000 pieces. It is estimated the arrival time is for the first half of 2022, so there's plenty time. Now the statue comes with a number plate and a certificate of authenticity. That comes with all the pieces produced by this company. All right, and now we're looking at the piece, and it's an amazing representation of Vegeta. And this is based on the first battle between Vegeta and Goku. So it is, to me, very iconic, because for a lot of people, that was the introduction to Dragon Ball. That was the Dragon Ball Z, the initial fight when, of course, in this case, the Saiyans, they come to Earth and they confront Goku for the first time, which is very important pretty much in the mythos of the whole franchise. But I love what they did with this base. This is a tall base. Of course, Vegeta's always a very short dude, but it's amazing what they did. And one thing you remember from the anime, also on the manga, is that the destruction of the terrain. And this is what they are really representing here in this amazing battle. You see smoke, you see fire, you see energy. It's cool. And they're not really switch out parts. You don't see the Super Saiyan portrait, because this is of course based on the original fight of the character. So he still has his tail, he still has this suit, which is, in my opinion, very cool looking. I really love the whole detail. The paint job is amazing. And again, this is a combination of 3D modeling, the 3D sculpting with regular traditional sculpting, and they did a terrific job with it. The paint job is amazing for sure. But every angle, you can see that really upset face of Vegeta. Really love this. Love the whole detail. And another thing that the company's so good at, and I always love that, is clear resin. They are, I think, the best when it comes about creating these effects. I think they're better than anybody else when it comes about that. But look at that. Wow, all the power. Of course, you can change some pieces here and there to create like the ultimate show of energy and power. It goes around him. That looks terrific. And of course, they all have, this piece has a light up feature. Some pictures are not coming through, but here you can see that. That looks amazing. He's a short dude, but man, he is powerful. Look at that. And the whole thing, and of course this is very tall. This is not a short piece, it's a 1/6 scale. So when you put it right next to 1/6 pieces, it's going to be really a sight to behold. And here's right next to Goku. We're gonna look at Goku in just a moment. And I see that some pictures are not coming through. This gives us an idea of the dimensions. Here you can see the two pieces, Goku and Vegeta. And this is another 1/6 scale Piccolo that came out, you know, some time ago, and it looks also amazing. And right there you can see Gohan. And here is the 1/4 scale Super Saiyan Vegeta. So that gives us an idea of the dimensions, and this is a really big piece. But here, of course, because it's tall, because it's standing on that pretty much on that mountain, definitely you can see that. I love dioramas. I've said it many times. To me, dioramas are the best way to showcase art in so many different ways. I'm okay with art in so many different levels, whether it's museum pose, action poses, but with something is dioramas, there's something that really attract me more than anything else, more than just a character standing straight up. I feel that dioramas really capture a moment in time, and they're amazing because of that. And they're not for everyone. Some people don't like that. They like their characters a bit more, I would say, mild in representation. And of course, you cannot really pose this in different ways. It's just the pose that counts with the diorama, and that's fine with me. It doesn't need switch out parts, and this one doesn't really have switch out parts unless you count the, the clear resin that is used to mimic the power coming through him from him. But beyond that, there's no switch outs to the character itself. And I really love the base on this. I love the symbol right there, the Dragon Ball Z title. It's a very nice looking piece. All right, now we're looking at Goku Kaioken. And again, the same artist. You got Cyril Martial, Cyril Ferrugia, Gonjo. You have the same people that are involved in the process of the previous piece, also involved in the creation of this. Of course, they work on developing this whole diorama together. The dimensions are 37 centimeters, the height. The width is 44 centimeters, and the depth is 50 centimeters. Again, it's made out of polyresin, PVC, magnets, and LED lights. And with this one, of course, you have the same number of pieces, 3,000 pieces. That's the number they want to achieve. The estimated arrival is around the same time as the other one. It's the first half of 2022. Comes with a number plate and a certificate of authenticity. Now, this piece is amazing for sure. I would say I love the whole concept of the base of Vegeta, the mountain, and all. But if you want something, perhaps you don't want to have the whole thing. You want to have you can only afford to have one character. And of course, I think Goku would be that character because he is the main protagonist and the center of Dragon Ball Z. And this is not as tall, so this one can fit in most displays. And I love it. I love what they did here on this one. Goku with the Kaioken, when he goes all red, it looks terrific. They did that very good on this one. But look at that. That was pretty much the way he released his power before he started becoming, of course, the Super Saiyan. So I love it. I really love what they did here. And of course, the paint job represents that. He's getting all red, and the clear resin looks terrific, and the stones are flying. It's just cool. It's a super cool piece. If you portray, like we see it right here, the hands kind of block his face. That would be a problem. So this is something that perhaps on display, it's not going to look as good at eye level in comparison to Vegeta. That would be the only downfall of this one, because ultimately they create this piece for him to look up. He's looking towards Vegeta because, of course, it's part of the whole diorama. So everything was created with a diorama in mind. If you only want to get this piece, I think this one will have to go below eye level in any display. So it means that, I don't know what type of display you have, but if you have different levels, I wouldn't put it on the ground, but I would put it a little probably below, your chest, or below, below your waistline or something like that. Perhaps that would be an option. Or any place where you normally, when you pass by or you're looking at your display, you can see his face. Or even at this angle is not bad at all. It looks great like that. But yeah, man, it looks great. I love that. I love the smoke. I love everything. The terrain is the same base as the other one. They follow the same concept. You can see that the light up feature, how it works. It's connected there. I suppose via USB. Yeah, you can see the different connections. Very nice. Nicely done for sure. But man, Tsume Art is a terrific company. I love what Tsume does. And the amazing thing is that they're not being based in Asia and based in Europe. They bring all these characters, anime characters, to life in a really nice way, and I would say sometimes better than a lot of Asian companies. But look at this, and of course all of this, again, at this angle is hard to determine because we don't see the face. That's probably a nitpick right there with all this surge of power, explosion. You would have to put it on the side like this, and this angle, this is going to display a lot better than just on the front. But man, it looks terrific there. They did a terrific job with it. Love the detail. Love the power surge and the electricity going through and all of that. It's just amazing. And it's going to look amazing with the Lido feature for sure. Love that, you know, he has, you know, he's actually, you can even see the sweat. He's sweating. Look at that. I didn't notice until now. Look at that. There's like the little drops of sweat. That's nice detail. And right next to Vegeta. Now, keep in mind that with these pieces, these are hybrids. So they use polyresin and also PVC. So some parts like they are presented here are going to, particularly those are very fragile, are the ones that not necessarily are going to be fully polyresin. This head sculpt, most of the time they're made out of PVC because of all the you know, pretty much the strands of hair, so they don't break on transportation. This symbol, the Dragon Ball Z, that's going to be probably also PVC, and some other parts I would say with the power surge and stuff with the clear resin, all of them also are going to be, if I'm not mistaken, some sort of PVC as well. But you know, they take that, this is what I like about Tsume Art, they let you know ahead of time, so you know for sure that they're gonna take those considerations when they pretty much engineering and manufacturing the production piece, because there's a big difference between the prototype and the production. You know, once you do a prototype, you know, there's a lot of things you can do, but once you have to pack them, that's when you have the risk for a lot of pieces to break. So, and particularly when they transport this, because even though they are based in Europe, they still manufacture in China. So the transportation might be the worst part for, it's always the worst part for every piece. So in order for them to avoid damage and, you know, preserve costs, because it's costly to replace parts, so they just take the liberty of just changing some parts accordingly. Now, if you are interested in purchasing this, but you are not willing to pay the cost of shipping, which is always adds up, there are other options out there. And one of them, for of course, if you're here in North America, you have Spec-Fiction. They also deliver internationally, and I love the pricing they have and they offer, and the service is excellent. Spec-Fiction is a great company. $790 is for Goku, and for Vegeta it's $950. It is not bad at all. They also offer, if I'm not mistaken, a payment plan. Another option will be Big Bad Toy Store. They also have it there. They have a difference of price in comparison to Spec-Fiction, so I think Spec-Fiction is better. But Big Bad Toy Store is another great company that sells internationally. The price is $999, $1,000 for Vegeta. And for Goku Kaioken, it's $829. So that's not bad. That's another option if you're comfortable with this company. Well, guys, what can I say? This is a great diorama. It is costly. Some people will say, well, that's too much money for 1/6. But remember the quality of this company. They produce a lot of great stuff, and it is really unmatched, the stuff that they're producing. And I love all the detail that they added to this. This is more if you're really into the Dragon Ball Z, the original saga. Well, not the original cartoon, because the original cartoon was just Dragon Ball without the Z. But Dragon Ball Z definitely was the start for many for this franchise, and it is really good. I love this battle. Hopefully they can bring more characters, because definitely there were other characters involved in Dragon Ball Z. I would love to see that, but they have done fantastic with this diorama, and it's exciting to see what this company is doing. And now, what is your opinion about it? Are you pre-ordering this? Have you pre-ordered? Do you love Dragon Ball Z? Let me know. What do you think about this in the comments below? So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great week. And I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.